Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this website right here. It's called WeHear, okay? And you're wondering, can you really make money from this website by actually narrating storybooks, right? So let's review WeHear. There are lots of different ways to make money online, and came across this particular website right here. And let's see how much you can earn. What are the requirements? Can you really just join WeHear and then all of a sudden start making money narrating audiobooks? And is this really an opportunity that's good, and does it make sense for you, right? So this is a pretty cool website. If you kind of scroll down here and just have a look at the requirements. First of all, if you want to join WeHear and actually make money from them narrating different books and so that they can use it in audio format, first of all, you need to have a nice voice, okay? And that's very, very subjective, unfortunately, right? So we don't really know, again, do you really have a nice voice? Can you narrate well? That's kind of like a basic requirement. But what's even, a little bit more difficult with this particular company is that you must have experience, okay? So if you don't have experience in voice acting or audiobook narrating, you can't join this company and you can't make money from them, unfortunately, right? So you can't just be a beginner. You can't be, getting started today. What you need is you need to build up your portfolio a little bit. And the way that you would do that is you would basically do more narrating jobs for, other companies, first of all. And it's actually quite easy to do that. Just go to websites like Fiverr, like Upwork, okay, like Freelancer, like People Per Hour. These are all freelance websites, and you can actually join narrating jobs where you actually become a narrator, get some experience there, and once you have more of that experience, you can come back here and basically apply, and you're basically going to have to be able to present your CV and the work that you've done, because they're looking for professionals to actually get this job, right? The other thing that you need to do as well is you need to be able to have edited all your files. So they don't really want it in raw format. They want to make sure that you can narrate an audiobook in the completed format. That means you have a proper mic, you have a proper room where it doesn't echo, right? Everything needs to sound professional, and it must be proofread or you're proofed basically, and you need to be able to record it on master files, right? Now, the things that you can get with this is, obviously you can earn money with them. We'll talk about that a bit later. It says that you can boost your career and attract worldwide audiences, but that's not really true because, again, when you record books, people don't know the voice behind the actual narration, unfortunately, right? So I think the main thing here is you're just basically going to, get to earn a living, and if you enjoy narrating, maybe do what you love, okay? Now, the way that this works is you're going to have to, first of all, send them a demo, and you're going to have to send them a CV. Remember, you must have experience. So if you don't have experience, you're not going to be able to get a job with WeHear. Again, I would highly recommend that you go to one of those freelance websites if you're a beginner, like Fiverr, Upwork, People Per Hour, Truelancer, freelancer.com. Find narration jobs. There are tons of narration jobs that you can get some experience, and you can come back here and you can apply, all right? The other thing as well is, the weird thing about WeHear is they don't pay a specific rate per hour. They want you to go to them and negotiate your own finished per hour rate. That means within an hour, however many words that you've read out, that is basically the finished per hour rate. That's really important to understand, right? And so you can set your own rate. It might be $20 an hour, it might be $30 an hour. If you're very experienced, maybe a little bit more, $50 per hour. There are a lot of other normal narration jobs. So if you go to one of the freelance websites that I spoke about earlier, most normal narration jobs will pay between $10 and $15 per hour of narration, all right? So this one, as you get more experience, you can ask for a little bit more, but you have to have a bit of experience, and then you're gonna have to negotiate. Now, there are other websites out there that say, they will pay $500 for a finished book. Some will have ridiculously high rates, like, $300 per hour, things like that. So again, I don't think that you can get $300 per hour, especially if it's $500 a book. That's a whole book that you have to read. That's a few hundred pages, right? So it's very unlikely that you can get $300 per hour, but more realistically, we're talking about 30 to 50, maybe even $70 per hour might be possible once you gain some experience here, but then that will really depend on you negotiating your rates with WeHear, okay? And then you would have to sign a contract. start recording videos weekly and then get paid. Okay, so it's pretty cool. Also, your demo tape is really important. You're gonna obviously need the right equipment, and then you have to be able to show them some dialogue where you've got some dramatic scenes, because they want to be able to test your range. All right, so it's not just reading boringly and monotonously through a book. They want to make sure that you can get into character as well. That's really important, because these guys are professionals, right? So it's a professional company, and they want to make sure that they can get the best out of their narrators. So they want to make sure that you have a range of characters that you might be able to do when you actually read books. Okay, then you would need to send in a demo, and you'd have to have your name and a CV, and then only then will they actually hire you, and then you can kind of apply right here. All right, so what do I think of WeHear? I think it's pretty cool, right? Unfortunately, it's not for beginners. It's not a way that you can. It's not really for somebody that's off the street and you're just coming on and you want to make a career out of narration, and you can't work directly with them immediately if you're a beginner. If you're experienced, I highly recommend that you apply to them, and then you can negotiate your actual contracts. And it's pretty cool. I mean, if you can make money just narrating books, that's pretty awesome, because you can work from anywhere. You can work from your home studio, and if you're being paid $50 an hour, that's a really good amount of money. I mean, you work 4 hours, and that's like $200, let's just say, right, a day. That's pretty awesome. And you can work at your own time. That's pretty amazing. But again, it does take experience, and only experienced people can do this. So I'm assuming that most people that are watching this video right now, you've got no experience doing narration, especially narrating audiobooks, so you probably can't jump on this opportunity, unfortunately, right? So I would recommend that there's two things that you can do right now. Okay, you either go to one of the freelance websites that I mentioned and gain some experience, so Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, Truelancer, People Per Hour, and gain some experience there, build up your CV. And I mean, those jobs pay pretty good, $10, $15 an hour for narration jobs, right? And pick specific audio book narration type of work, build up your portfolio. You can come back here. Or the second option is, if you're watching this video right now and you're someone that wants to make money online, maybe you want to make money from home, but you just don't know how, and maybe you stumbled across WeHear and you heard that, oh, maybe I can become a narrator and I can work from home and make some money that way. Perhaps you would like this option that I prefer, to be honest, because you can create a lot of leverage, you can create a lot of scale, and you will make way more money doing this particular strategy than narrating any book. And I would love to teach you how to do that. If you are interested, just go ahead and click the link below, register for my 6-figure workshop. I'm going to show you what's worked for me, what's worked for hundreds of my students, right? And you can do this from anywhere in the world. Again, work from home. All you need is an internet connection and either a laptop or PC. Super powerful. I still think that this is the best option this year. All right, you can check that out by clicking on registering for the workshop in the description or the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this review of WeHear. Pretty cool way. I mean, we live in a world today where literally there's so many ways to make money, which is why it's pretty fun, making these videos for you. And I hope that you get a lot of value out of it. And I'll see you in another video. Take care.